What's up, guys? It's Dan here, and today I want to talk about building web apps on the blockchain. Building and deploying web applications to the blockchain using React on-chain. This is crazy. This is mind-blowing stuff. This is what I originally thought Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and blockchains were all about in the long run, and it looks like we're making it happen day by day. So what am I talking about here, guys? All right, so just a few days ago, I was browsing along. I came across this blog post from Wags, and let me show you what this says, all right? It says, I've been thinking about and planning this for years. Today it is a reality. Introducing React on-chain, right? And he links to this Medium blog post, okay? Which is basically here. So I'm looking here, React on-chain, a step towards a truly decentralized web. So Dan Wagner published this about 6 days ago, that you can now build actual applications, SaaS apps, web apps, so forth, and deploy and store and run them on the blockchain, right? On-chain. And now this is crazy. This blew my mind, right? Because this is not possible with BTC. This is not possible with Ethereum. This is not possible with really any other chain that is out there. It is possible on what they call BRC 100 or BSV chains or compatible chains, if you will. And this document goes through kind of all these different things. It says, for 3 years, I've held on to the single idea. What if an entire front end, every HTML file, JavaScript bundle, image, and style sheet live directly on the blockchain? Not a pointer to IPFS, not metadata, but the complete application, permanent and serverless, right? That's crazy, right? Because this truly will decentralize applications if they can be hosted and stored and maintained on the blockchain indefinitely or forever, right? And it looks like that's what this React on-chain development tool set actually does, right? I'm not going to read through this whole thing, but it does sort of talk through how you do this. And I really want to talk about the implications here, because the implications of deploying web applications to the blockchain, running web apps on the blockchain is truly mind-blowing. It truly is going to bring in the era of Web3. It's going to truly enable microtransactions. We are early to the game, but what I'm seeing now is poised to explode, really. And I just came across this today. Deploy web applications to the blockchain. React on-chain is the next step towards a truly decentralized web. Truly, we are building the foundation for a permanent censorship-resistant internet, right? That's going to be very, very important. Together, we are building a foundation for a permanent censorship-resistant internet. Censorship is on the rise. Censorship within the EU is on the rise. Censorship within the US, within the UK itself, they're starting to arrest thousands of people, censoring them for social media posts. This is going to usher in a new era of privacy, a new era of hosting applications, web apps, social media sites, and really whatever you want on the blockchain that nobody can destroy, that nobody can take down, that nobody can remove. It'll be a permissionless web applications that'll just run on the blockchain however the user intended or deploys them, right? So let's jump in a little bit more into some of the implications of this. And I want to show you a couple things that people are already starting to build and what this might actually mean for BSV and or for the prices of cryptocurrency in general. So this just sort of goes through, right? Why deploy on chain? Because it's permanent, immutable deployments powered by blockchain technology. One command deploy, immutable and permanent, framework agnostic. How it works: build your app, run the deploy command, and it's live on the blockchain, right? Now, of course, you'll have to pay a little bit to deploy it on the blockchain. I don't know exactly what that will cost, but this will kind of go through it. This is how much it'll cost right here. Monthly cost is about, it's like nothing, right? It's like a fraction of a cent in order to do this, and it compares it with Vercel, Netlify, AWS, GCP, which are other hosting hosting services for web applications and SaaS applications is significantly much cheaper than those other alternatives and other options. But what really is starting to blow my mind here is people are now starting to actually build these apps and deploy them. And you can look at them on metanetapps.com. Even if you don't like BSV, even if you're a Bitcoin maximalist and hate BSV, right? And say BSV is a scam, a fraud, whatever. Look at what's happening. They're building web applications on the BSV blockchain and posting them to this website, but these apps are hosted actually on the blockchain. There's some interesting ones coming up. There's like a Dropbox. It's basically like they're trying to make a Dropbox, but on the blockchain. So store files to the blockchain. Gloss, real-time updates from people building cool applications. Peer-to-peer payments, another application. Test typing speed. So all these different things are popping up. MetaNet microblog. You could actually build yourself a microblog and store whatever content information on this decentralized platform, connect your wallet and have people pay you to post, share, things like that. So things are starting to get really interesting with this app community that's being built out, MetaNet app catalog. But now that React, on-chain is possible to use, you can actually start building these applications yourself. And the kicker to this, the craziest part about this is you can go to, somewhere like a Replit example and start building your app today. Like literally go into Replit, the AI tool to build applications, go in there and start telling this, to start building you an application using the SDKs provided by, this React on-chain initiative, by the other BSV developer toolkits, by what Babbage has been doing, so forth and so on. And you can actually start building something. And so this is something I'm starting to build. Earn while you click, advertise with precision. The first link click micropayment platform connecting advertisers with engaged users. Earn money instantly or drive quality traffic to your products, right? So it's kind of like a marketing platform for people that use blockchain and use BSV, where you can actually, users can click these different ads from advertisers, and they click these ads and they earn money. They'll earn money every time they click these ads. And advertisers can actually create marketing campaigns or advertising campaigns that they can set a certain amount per click, set how much they want to fund the campaign for, and then just run an advertising campaign indefinitely. And this could run permissionlessly on the blockchain, and users can get paid and advertisers can get traffic and eyeballs on their ads, right? The way it works is you log in. Right now, I'm just going to log in and show you how it works. It's not fully enabled yet. Right now, it's just an application that I'm starting to build using this React technology. So I'll go on and I'll just log in real quick here, and I'll show you exactly what this can do. And then I also want to show you the implications of all of this in just a moment here. And it has something to do with the price of the BSV cryptocurrency. So anyway, this is ClickPay. I don't know if I'll keep the name. Total earnings. This is the where the users would actually click on ads and see how much they would earn. And so here's the active campaigns that they can click on and take a look at. They click on these, right? It'll show your earnings. You connect your wallet right here, and you can put all your settings in here. And then on the advertiser side, I think there was a ad. I don't know, advertiser. I'm still building this out, but you kind of get the idea. I'm going to build an application simply using. That's not gonna work, but. So basically, you can build these applications now using the React toolkit here, and then deploy them on the blockchain and list them on MetaNet app catalog here. Pretty cool, guys. Things are starting to heat up pretty significantly. And what are the implications of this truly, right? I mean, the BSV blockchain has gone down, 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 nothing but down in the last, several years, I would say. It's just gone completely down. Looks like it could potentially be turning the corner. BSV could be looking to pump here relatively, being able to build applications, host applications on the blockchain. You're able to use Replit, Claude Code, Google Codex to build these applications with no coding experience whatsoever. You're able to list these now on the different app catalog websites. Like, what does this actually mean for BSV? I think it means that the price may, slowly or surely go up here. And if you look at the chart, it's ripe for nothing but suppressed for the last several years, and we're ripe for an uptick. And I'm hoping and thinking that we're about to hit that as the cryptocurrency markets bubble up, as they get more flooded with capital going into 2026. I think we have a shot of really bumping this price up. This is crazy though. This is super interesting. If you haven't checked out these different services, please do. If you liked what you saw, let me know. Give a like on this video, and hope you liked it. And I will